QVC team for a long time behind the scenes.
Yes, I have.
And she worked with me on my very first Facebook Live.
That's true.
So it was a lot of fun. Now, what we have for you here is actually a set. And it's a set that was intended to kind of be a gift set, whether you're gifting to yourself, if you love to bake or you know, cook in the oven in general, you're really going to like this.
Yes.
You're getting 2 of these sort of baking board / mat.
Exactly. It's a bake board set with the rolling pin.
Which is right down here.
Yep, and I'm using it right here, as you can see. Yep, it's this stainless steel, it's called a dowel rolling pin.
Okay, because it doesn't have that traditional kind of handles
exactly,
at the end.
which is so professional. I love that, because then none of your cookie dough gets in those nooks and crannies.
And here's the thing, this is obviously very durable. It's, what did you say the core is here?
It's a stainless steel
Steel core, but then it has the silicone on the exterior.
Yes.
So you have that on your pin, and then your mats are also silicone. So in terms of our colors, we have the copper, the platinum, the red, and the blue. It's K48093, $16.57 because it's 35% off for you today, no reorder. But let's talk a little bit about this set. So I'm noticing that one of them is flat, one of them is textured. Why even put silicone on a rolling pin? I mean, there's a lot of new here.
There is. So baking boards they're kind of making a comeback. They were more traditional back in the day, and they're making a comeback. So basically what they do is they provide a nice non-stick surface in your kitchen to allow you to do things, whether you're rolling cookies or pie dough or you're making biscuits, and they contain sort of your mess in one area. Please try it. I've been rolling it there. So, and of course you can always add flour. The silicone really helps with the non-stick.
Yeah, look at this.
Flour like you traditionally would be.
You know what I like too? So you were saying because of this little lip here at the end, I don't know if you could see that.
Yes.
You see that? It doesn't let the rolling pin, so if you're, it doesn't let it go too deep. So if you've ever done little cakes or cookies or whatever, and you need it to be even, which we want it to be.
Right, you want that even.
This will help.
You want that even dough for even baking. So this does not let you, as you see, go too thin. So you're going to have that evenness. And of course I put a bunch of dough on here, but if I had a thinner, less.
You could roll it out to the whole capacity.
Exactly.
Now, why a textured option?
So the textured, this basket weave is so fun. Both baking mats can go into the oven. They're safe up to 450 degrees. They're just like a traditional baking sheet, but the textured weave gives you this really fun element if you want to be a little bit more fancy in the kitchen. So, as you can see, we rolled out some fondant.
And you did it right on the
Right on there, and
nice.
it gives it that texture. So this is just a basic layered cake that we rolled out fondant and added. Doesn't that look professional and beautiful?
That's beautiful.
I want to show you something else really fun. So you can also, I mean, you can of course use this for fondant.
Wait a minute.
But yeah,
is this chocolate?
This is chocolate, so this is an amazing way to make a bark. So this is first just a thin layer of chocolate. I wanted to show you the process. And then on this one, the thin layer of chocolate is then covered with more white chocolate. I'm gonna set this aside to just
And how do you do that? Do you put it in the fridge, in the freezer?
Exactly, and the chocolate is, once it melts and you roll it out, it's gonna harden and you end up with this beautiful bark.
And it just naturally releases because of the silicone?
Yeah. Right, so it has that non-stick silicone, so it popped out beautifully. It took no effort by me. And then you have this gorgeous thing to show your guests. You can break that up into bark. You could give it as a gift. You could put peppermint in here. So it just adds an element of, if you want to be creative or fancy in the kitchen.
If you make brittle at home, this would be really great.
Exactly.
Let me just remind you, we have the blue, the red, the platinum, and the copper. Not only are you getting 2 of the baking board / baking mats because they are oven safe, but you're also receiving a silicone rolling pin. And what is the benefit? Why even have silicone on a rolling pin?
So that silicone adds a nice durability. So it has that not only non-stick, but it's durable, it's flexible. I'm gonna show you something before I get to the delicious nachos. So because it has that flexibility, see on here we have some hand pies. Now you hear that sugar on there that's stuck. Now on a traditional baking pan, that would be stuck on there, and if you didn't put down parchment, that would be soaking for days. Well, with this, it just simply pops up, and look, I can pull this off with my hands. So it adds that non-stick ability, and you can just, the flexibility allows you to kind of just pop it up.
And I think on the rolling pin as well, so many of us have the wooden ones. Those are obviously not as durable as you were saying, Natalie, because and you can't really clean them.
They're harder to
You can't
clean.
let them soak in water or
No,
anything like
absolutely.
that. So this is one that you could really get clean, which is nice.
And you know what? They are dishwasher safe, but look
Okay.
at this. Watch that cheese just beating right off.
I mean, you could easy cleaning.
Easy
I like
cleanup.
that.
You can just like wipe it out, but it also goes into the dishwasher.
Who would you gift this to?
This would
'Cause
be
it comes with a box.
right. It does come with a box. I'll show you the box. It's just a simple, perfect
pretty.
gift box. But yeah, this is, I mean, a perfect gift for anyone that loves baking, anyone really that does just general cooking. I have this out because this is my go-to dinner for a side. Vegetables, roasted veggies. Use your Evo, splash some veggies, a little bit of salt.
Good to go.
Yeah, if you have a mom or dad that loves cooking or kids.
Did I mention Natalie's a dietitian?
Right.
So she brought out the roasted veggies
It's
for
true. I couldn't help myself, but
Well,
also nachos.
2019, new you, new year. That's how you do it right there.
Exactly.
So by the way, a set of 2 of these silicone baking mats, baking boards. They have the lips so you can roll directly on here, contain your mess when you're baking, but also help you get even baking. One of them is textured so you could do fun things, but you could also just use this to roast vegetables. It's not going to leave a texture on your veggies. You have the blue, the red, the platinum, and the copper. And don't forget, they all have their color-coordinated silicone rolling pins, and these all have a steel core. Less than $17 on clearance, K48093. Thank you so much, Natalie.
Thanks,
we do have one
Kathy.
more item from Cooked Essentials for you. This is great. Okay, so we do have another